Hi everyone, my name is Danielle. I'm with Trinity Readings, and tonight I am going to do a Twin Flame Collective reading for you all. Um, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you check in the description box, you'll find a link to my Facebook page. I do offer private readings, private paid readings. The prices for my readings are $15 to $50, so check out my page and check under the service tab. Also on my page, I post a lot of really self-help stuff, self-love stuff, chakra information, stuff like that. Everything really just to get you into your own spirituality and your confidence in yourself. Also, in my Facebook page, I also have a Twin Flame group that you can join too. So just check it out. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Obviously, I don't know, I'm sure most of you know Mercury's in retrograde, and so I know we all get nervous that means that your twin's just not going to communicate with you for the next 3 weeks, but it's not like that. When Mercury goes into retrograde, what it is, it's asking you to turn your focus inward. Mercury is the planet of communication, and so what that's asking you to do is look inward and focus on the way you communicate. Focus on what you're communicating. Are you communicating? Are you communicating your truth, or are you just communicating what you think the other person wants to know? It's also asking you to focus on how you listen. Focus on if you're really listening to other people, and it's also asking you to focus on your thought process and your ideas and how you talk to yourself. Negative self-talk is a really it's a really big issue, and I think it's something that a lot of times we just get so used to doing, because I think that for a lot of us, we've kind of been raised in that energy that you have to suffer to get something good, things of that nature. So really focus on your whole communication in general, not just how you communicate to other people, but how you communicate to yourself as well. And anything that comes up during this time, any kind of difficulty that comes up during this time, all it's doing is highlighting your blockages right now. So you might find something that comes up from like 10 years ago, like an ex that comes back from 10 years ago. And what that's doing is it's telling you that this issue is still, it's still somewhere in your subconscious, and it's something that you need to address and you need to heal and you need to release. So anything that comes up that feels like it's an attack, or it feels like it's something negative, or even if it feels like just some random, for example, if all of a sudden one day your phone just does not work, and you can't call anybody and you can't talk to anybody, and you think, well, it's just Mercury retrograde. Well, what the universe is trying to say to you is, hey, we don't have to talk to other people. Sometimes, you have your guides here, you have yourself. They're asking you to take a minute to shut out the outside world and look at yourself, and what is it that you want? What is it that you want to manifest? What do you feel like is blocking you? So anything that comes up is showing you something that is blocking you from being where you want to be. So just keep that in mind the next few weeks. Also, I am going to be posting some videos really explaining Mercury retrograde in depth, and giving you some tips on how to manage through this time.
Mom, I just see if you can help me do my homework after you're done.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Give me 20 minutes, okay? Isn't that the cutest dog ever? Okay. What we're going to look at first is what is the current energy, the current twin flame collective energy. Oh, I want to say, I did this, I had started this video earlier, and I got about 15 minutes into it, and the video just completely cut off, and it just completely disappeared, which for me, is all, this has happened a few times to me, but for me, that's a message that, for my guides, that I'm not delivering the message correctly. But as this happened, I was in the middle of the reading, and I suddenly, I legitimately could not breathe, and I was trying to talk, and I couldn't talk. And all I could envision was somebody's twin just really wanted so badly to communicate with them and to explain to them what has been going on. But every time they would go to do it, something would stop them, whether it would be mental or somebody interrupting. Oh, and it's happening again. I'm sorry. I feel like whoever that was for, I feel like I'm supposed to say it. Usually, when it cuts the video off, it's telling me to reword what I'm saying. Whoever this is for, I feel like you and your twin are in communication, but the communication you two have is not very productive. It's kind of in and out, in and out, in and out. I feel like whoever this is for, you're very understanding, and you try with this person, and so when this person comes, I'm like burning up. When this person comes in, you really try to keep things light, in order to keep the communication going. And I feel like this person really has so much that they, and I'm crying, I'm sorry. And this person has so much that they want to say to you, but for whatever reason, they cannot find the words, they cannot find the way to say it to you. And I feel like this person has just really been through a lot of traumatic shit that you just, that I don't think anybody really knows. I don't think they've ever opened up to this about anybody. Oh God, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm trying to be more specific so you know that this is for you. I feel like you have blue eyes. And you and your twin there's never been like this massive length of time that you guys don't communicate, but I feel like you guys actually communicate or keep in contact a great deal, but again, the communication is very light. It's not very serious, but this person really has just this amazing love for you, and I think that they've honestly never experienced this before, and they honestly have no idea what to do with it, and the point is they really want so badly to express to you everything, to tell you everything, and every time they go to do it, something like blocks, something stops them, whether it's a fear or it's somebody else. I do feel like this person, it's a masculine energy, and I feel like they have a lot of issues with their mother, and their mother, like they really want to please their mother, even though their mother is just not a very motherly energy. Their mother is the blockage. You think that it's somebody else. You think that they have another person. You think that they just don't want to be with you. You think that you're worried that they don't find you attractive, although they think you're gorgeous. It's not you. It's not you at all. It has nothing to do with you. It's just this constant pattern, this constant thought process that has been that they've gotten from being raised by this woman that they were raised by. And so the message for you is you've not done anything wrong. The way you've been handling it has been perfect, even though other people tell you that you shouldn't be so nice and you shouldn't be so understanding. You really, truly are. Whoever this message is for, you really are doing the right thing, and just keep doing what you're doing because they really want to express this to you. They're trying to find the words, and they just keep getting this person, like every time you even say one word to this person or send one little message to this person, even if it's this random little stupid message, this person literally, like their entire body, like gets hot, they get chills, they get excited. This person really has just this amazing love for you. Okay, you have a dog. You have a little tiny dog. And this person makes fun of your dog. Or it makes little snide comments about your dog. There might be something about the dog having something weird with his foot. I don't know. I'm seeing blue eyes. I'm also seeing that you laugh a lot, that you have like this really beautiful, just like, everything is just like sunny, and some people might make fun of you for that. But this person just loves that about you. And again, I feel like they don't express this to you. Again, I feel like you guys are in some kind of communication, although it's not productive communication. But literally every time I keep trying to say this person really loves you, and every time I go to say it, I literally just want to bawl my eyes out. Like this person really genuinely has a lot of love for you, and every time they go to try to express their feelings to you, it just overwhelms them. So if that is resonating with you, whoever that is resonating with, just have patience with this person. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. You're doing exactly the right thing. Keep doing everything that you're doing. You're definitely on the right path with this person, although it doesn't seem like it. And I'm sorry. I feel like I went off on a tangent. That was like 15 minutes. I'm really sorry. If that message resonated with you, please let me know. I just want to know that that somebody has that energy, that somebody loves them that much. Like I just want to cry. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay, so I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so let's see what the current energy is for the Twin Flame Collective. Now, see, I can't even talk. This person can't even talk to you. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Okay. right off the bat, what I'm seeing is on both sides of the energy, the masculine and feminine. We have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is somebody who has this amazing idea, this amazing stable idea, and they're learning all they can. This person is learning everything he can to get something stable going. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is somebody who works very hard towards something that they want. So I feel that what this is saying is that on both sides, you're both really doing a lot of self-work, on work on yourself, on work on getting yourself stable. And also this could be that you're both working a lot. You're both putting a lot of focus into your career, and I feel like the work that you guys are doing is to really heal any past heartaches, where before you would try to avoid feeling anything. And normally I would look at this and say, yeah, people are working to avoid feeling anything, which is what I did for a long time. But I feel like the feeling on both sides is that feeling of fulfillment, of knowing that you're going in a direction that's going to give you something good. So even if both of you are just putting in a lot of extra time into work, I feel like it's for the benefit, because I feel like you both are really trying to get your physical world stable. Because once we have our physical world stable and we feel stable within ourselves, we can accomplish a lot, you know. And I feel like with the masculine energy, that's the most important thing. And I feel like that's what blocks the masculine energy a lot of times from moving forward in a relationship. Because for the masculine energy, they feel like in the relationship they have to be the provider, they have to have that stability. And so if the masculine energy doesn't feel like he has that physical security to provide to the feminine energy, that's going to give them that insecurity. And when they feel that insecurity, that's a blockage, and that's going to make them act out in other ways. Because for the masculine energy, it's important, you know. The feminine energy just, you know, the feminine energy is all about love, and if I give all this love, that's enough, and it is. But the masculine energy, you know, is like, no, we have to have the stability. And so I feel like but I feel like both the masculine and feminine energy are really focused on getting that physical stability right now. Oh, this is amazing. I love this so much. Oh, I love this so much. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So, in the center, we have the Two of Swords, which normally would be like, nobody's doing anything, everybody's avoiding everything. But I don't think that's what it is, because on one side you have the Strength card, and on the other side you have the Star card. So I feel like although there might not be, you might not be seeing the physical results of the work that you're putting into this relationship, or you're not seeing any, you know, physical progression in the relationship, and things don't seem to be moving, and things still seem to be in the same place. I feel like both of you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now to bring you into union and bring you together. To me, this card is she's, you know, to me, she's focused on her goals. She's focused on her dreams. She's focused on getting her wishes. And so I feel like both of you are really working. I feel like both of you are working towards this relationship. You're working towards whatever you need to do to be in this relationship. And so it might not be visible right now. You might not see the work that the other person is doing, and the other person doesn't see the work that you're doing, but you're both doing very meaningful work. And what you're doing is leading you exactly where you need to be in this relationship. And then we have the Wheel, and then we have the Death card, and then we have the Three of Swords. Or not the Three of Swords, I am so fucking sorry. We have the Three of Cups. So to me, this is saying, it might look like there's no movement at all. But there is a very beautiful, intense transformation going on right now. It reminds me of when a caterpillar is transforming into a butterfly. They're in that cocoon. I don't even know how long. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a week. I don't know. But when they're in the cocoon, it's complete darkness. They have no idea what's going on in the world around them. And so I think that's what's going on with the collective altogether, the masculine and feminine energy. You're not able to see what the other person is going through, but trust that they're going through this just intense, beautiful transfer. It's a beautiful transformation. I think that both of you are really seeing, you're really seeing the things that have held you back, just in life in general, and you're really able to see the truth of everything, of past relationship issues with other people. I really feel like there's just a lot of shedding and purging that's going on. But I feel like right now, where maybe a year ago this shit felt really negative and really intense and just really difficult, I feel like right now this is actually something that for both of you, for both energies, is actually feeling really good. It's actually like you're shedding all this stuff, and some of you may be losing friends because of what you're going through, but where a year ago it might have made you feel lonely, right now it's actually feeling really good. You're feeling really free. And you're really stepping into just this amazing, amazing cycle in your life. And the Three of Cups, that's all about celebration. That's all about moving the relationship to the next level. And so I feel like overall, you both are working towards the same goal. You both want the same thing. It might not be something that is spoken right now, but it is the goal. That's what you're working towards. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Emperor, which is saying that I think that there's, because things aren't being, because things aren't physical, because things aren't being spoken out loud, because there's no actual physical plan laid out, that might be making both of you a little bit nervous, and it might be something that's keeping you both up at night, and you're both worried about it, but I feel like what this message is saying is to trust that you're both on the same path, and as long as you keep putting that focus into yourself, your twin is doing the same thing, and you're both on the same path, because right under that we have Judgment and Nine of Cups, which means you're getting everything, absolutely everything that you want and more, so you just have to trust in this process. It's Scorpio season right now. And Scorpio season is the time of death and rebirth and transformation. It's all about things being brought to the surface, things coming out in the open. And so you will find that during these next few weeks that a lot of stuff is going to come out. And the first week it might be like a lot of like negative stuff. but this is stuff you need to heal. And so then once that negative stuff is, out and cleared away, then it's, you're going to see this person going, hey, I've been thinking about you every day. I look at your Facebook every day. I've been paying attention to what you're doing. I'm really proud of you. I really miss you. I do want to say that for one of you, or for maybe more than one of you, your twin is very proud of you. I feel like your twin really pays attention to everything that you've been doing, even though you don't realize it, even though they don't acknowledge it. I feel like this person is really paying a lot of attention to you, and they really admire you. And in that admiration and that respect for what you're doing, I feel like you've made, in your physical world, I feel like you've made a complete turnaround in your life since you've met this person for the good. I feel like you've done so many amazing things since you've met this person, and you feel like they haven't noticed any of it. But this person has been paying attention from day one, and they are very proud of you, and they really look up to you. And that's a little bit of why they struggle a little bit to move this into that commitment level that you want, because they see you as this, amazing, big, beautiful energy, and they worry that they can't compete with that, and they worry that they'll let you down. So they want to be at that same level that you are. They want to be spiritually and physically at that same level that you are. What we're going to do next is we're going to do the masculine energy here. We're going to do the feminine energy here. And then in the middle, we're going to do the combined energy of the both of you and how you guys are relating to each other. Okay, so let's do the masculine energy first. Please tell me the masculine energy right now as it pertains directly to the feminine energy in the relationship moving forward. Okay, what about the feminine energy? I love this. Okay, this is the masculine energy, the Empress, and then directly on the other side is the feminine energy, which is the Emperor. So that's amazing. So what that says to me is the masculine is really going into embracing their feminine energy and getting that balance within their feminine energy, while the feminine is doing the same thing. The feminine is embracing their masculine energy. That's amazing. I have chills. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And if you notice, well, the way it's laid out on my cards, the Emperor is looking at the Empress. And that's amazing, though. That's beautiful. So let's see what the combined energy is. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like what this is saying is it might... I love how the light always hits right here. What this is saying is, while it might appear that you both are separated right now, if you look they're both facing each other, and then the light is right in the middle of them. So to me, this always feels like it might look like you guys are not together. It might look like things are not working out, but the universe is really looking over you guys right now and really protecting the relationship right now. Let's see what's under this. Oh, we have the devil. The devil to me is a toxic energy. And so to me, this is saying there, obviously there's some kind of toxic energy blocking the relationship. But I feel like a lot of the toxic energy is the fear of being alone, or the fear of this never working out. And holding on to that fear is going to manifest. Is going to manifest the consistent separation. And so I feel like if you let go of the fear that things are never going to work out, that things will flow easier. Because I feel like this fear of things not working out, or the fear that you guys are not on the same page, or the fear that this person is not wanting this, or is keeping you so confused that you don't know what to think, you don't know what to do. The Seven of Cups is, knowing that there's all these possibilities, but not really knowing how to grasp it. I also feel it's really helpful, especially in your twin flame relationship, if you can accept the love in the relationship, and accept and embrace how much you love this person, and let go of of trying to plan out how things will work out, or trying to think of how things will work out. When you let go of the how, and just embrace the love you feel for that person, things flow a lot more smoothly. Okay, so let's look at the masculine energy. Right here we have that energy of feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like they can't do anything. And right underneath that is the Empress card. And so I think I said this earlier, it's almost like it's going back to issues with the masculine's mother or parents, and how they made them feel. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And so I feel like the masculine is just feeling stuck in where they're having to give their energy to. This also to me says that there's a masculine who has a lot of issues with an ex, or with somebody they have a child with, and I feel like this person is maybe trying to make them feel like they're stuck in this, and so they're kind of going back and forth. They know what they want to manifest. They know that they want this relationship with you, but in the same sense, they have this outside feminine energy, whether it be their mother, or whether it be an ex, or their baby's mother, or whatever. This person is taking up so much of their time and energy, and making them feel like they have to give them so much, that it's making them feel like they don't have anything left to give in this relationship with you. On your side, we have the Chariot, and we have the Emperor, which means that your energy is very determined, and you want to move forward at all costs, no matter what, and you're really ready to take control of your life, no matter what the cost. And I feel like for some of you, you're even in that energy where you're feeling like, if that means I have to let this relationship go with my twin, then I'm going to let this relationship go, because I'm tired. I want to move forward. I want to go somewhere. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm stuck in this pattern. I also feel like what this Tower is saying is that in the past year, you've just continuously gone through these major transformations and these major realizations, and you're really seeing you're really able to see where your power is right now. And so you're ready to just like rip everything else aside. You're ready to do whatever you have to do to get in that, that strength and that solidity that you want to be in. And unfortunately, you're ready to do it, whether that means leaving this person behind or not. In the middle, though, the collective energy, we have the Ace of Swords. So to me, this is saying you are both very aware of what the blockages are in the relationship. You're both also at that point where you're ready to communicate with each other. And so while it might seem like the masculine energy is not doing anything and you're just going, you're done, I feel like in the center of that, you're both ready to communicate. You're both ready to communicate what is going on, because I feel like you're both kind of tired of the same energy. In the center, we have the Page of Cups. So I do feel like there's that desire to communicate. There's that desire to communicate loving messages to each other. And I do feel like this is with the Sun on the bottom of this. I do feel like the Sun and the Ace of Swords right there is all about enlightenment. It's all about speaking the truth. It's all about bringing things out in the open. And so I feel like you both have that desire, and that's where you're both headed in this relationship. With the Page of Cups being in the middle of it, the Page of Cups is kind of a little bit of an immature energy, and so there's still the uncertainty of how to actually go about doing this, because I feel like there's so much that needs to be spoken on, because there's so much on both ends that you guys have not communicated to each other. And so when the communication comes in, it might be kind of like a joking communication, or just kind of really lighthearted communication, and it's hard to take it seriously. But I think that because of everything that has been going on for so long, there's so much uncertainty in how to approach the conversation, that the only way that both of you know how to do it is to try to bring in that lighthearted approach to it. So if you find that over the next couple of weeks that your twin reaches out and it seems to be kind of a lighthearted message or a joking message, try not to go, oh, this is bullshit, and ignore it. Try to really understand that this person is really trying to kind of break down the blockages between you two, and try to, just slowly but surely stick their foot in, and they're just trying to see where you stand in everything in the relationship. So I do feel like if over the next couple weeks, if you try to let go of any kind of frustration that you've had towards your twin, and really kind of embrace, and I mean, don't grasp at it when they come to you to communicate. Don't try to grab at it and go, oh, let's be together. Don't, but make it easy for them to communicate whatever. And so when they come at you with that lighthearted message, be lighthearted about it and be understanding, and just kind of relax, and make the energy kind of comforting and easy. And I think that they're really going to open up a lot to you, because this right here is definitely an energy of bringing everything out in the open. And I do feel that with Mercury being in Scorpio and being in retrograde, I think that this is kind of a given, and that's the energy for this month, is that there's going to be a lot of hidden things coming out in the open. I do also feel like there's a lot that has gone on with your twin, that they feel really ashamed of. They feel really ashamed of not only things that have happened between the two of you, but things that they have been going through in their own life. And they're really ashamed to tell you this. And they feel like they worry that you'll look down on them. And I think that comes from that mother energy, or that baby's mother energy. And so keep that in mind when this person comes to you. to be a little bit more receptive and understanding of what they're saying to you, because this person is so used to people being judgmental and people telling them, oh, you did this and this and this and this to me. Oh, you owe me this. Oh, you know. So try not to come at them with that same energy, like, oh, you haven't talked to me in 2 weeks. What's wrong with you? Like, don't, try to be more open and receptive to the communication right now. All right. Oh, this is already 40 minutes. I'm going to pull a few more cards about what the blockages are and what you can do for this. Okay, what are the blockages right now? Whoa. The blockages right now, and keep in mind that you're in a twin flame relationship. That means that your twin mirrors you. So any issue you have with your twin is an issue you need to fix with yourself in one way or another. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. He's loyal. He's always going towards the same goal. He knows what he wants. But in the same sense, he wants to have everything perfect before he gets there. So everything has to be perfectly lined up before he will take the next step. And the next step he will take will be a baby step. The Knight of Pentacles is going to get to where he wants to go. He is going to get what he wants. He's just very methodical about it. So he's known as like the turtle. And then we have the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. So, again, I don't feel like this is just one, this is just the masculine energy or just the feminine energy. I think that it's, you both have this energy within you somehow. So with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups, it means that there's the knowledge that there is something beautiful here and there is something big here, but you also feel like you have to take care of other things first, and you there's the energy that you don't even really want to face that right now. I do feel that on both sides, maybe more the masculine than the feminine, but I feel like with the masculine energy mostly, they're dealing with so much other shit that you don't realize. I feel like a lot of the masculine are dealing with an ex from the past, or like I said, their mother. So I feel like they have so much going on, and they're so worried about not only getting hurt, but hurting you, that they know that this is there, but they don't feel like they can deal with it right now until they can have a solid plan. It's avoiding speaking until you really get that solid plan and know 100% how things are going to work out. And so that being said, if that is the masculine energy and you're the feminine, instead of getting upset that they want everything to be planned out and worked out, focus on what your thought process is on how this relationship should unfold. Do you have a specific, are you saying, okay, I want him to do this. Because if that's your energy, if you're saying, I want this, Even if you're not saying it to him, even if you're saying it to yourself, you're expecting things to be this meticulous way in your head. And so that's the energy that the masculine is doing. The masculine energy is saying, okay, I have to get it in this order. So really try to keep in mind on what your mentality is on how the relationship should move forward, and look at it, how flexible you're being. The universe doesn't want us to tell them how to get us to our goal. The universe wants us to say, hey, this is what I want. I don't care how you're going to give it to me. Just give it to me. Because the universe sees way more possibilities and way more roads and avenues than we do. For your guidance, we have the Hierophant and the Moon. And so I feel like, and then again, we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like what that's saying is you really need to examine the depths of yourself right now. Really look at your shadow self. Really examine anything that triggers any kind of fear in you within this relationship. Really try to take a moment, especially it's really a great time to do this right now with Mercury being in retrograde, because all this stuff is really going to be shown to you, especially if you're asking for guidance on it. So really take time to really focus on where these fears are coming